Oh no, a 4.
Oh wow.
They look cool.
My tan would be crazy on my feet.
What's up everybody, I'm Seth Fowler and today I'm reviewing the upcoming Adidas YEEZY 450 slide. A slide that's been leaked for multiple years and is finally releasing in 2023 after the split of Kanye West and Adidas. And this slide is so wild looking that I actually wanted to get my first impressions of this shoe on camera, so I filmed myself unboxing it. Alright, so inside this box that just showed up in my house is a pair of shoes that's so crazy looking that I honestly don't know what to expect when I open these up. I actually threw the big red boots in the background. I usually throw shoes that I'm sort of trying to highlight or kind of hint at something in the background, just to kind of give you an idea of what's coming in the review, and in this case, I'm expecting something ridiculous. So I grabbed this pair of shoes off Goat for $245, which included instant ship. So usually $202, but $245, which to be fair is probably a lot for what these are, but we'll find out. Here we go. So this box is kind of, I wouldn't say it's a standard YEEZY box because it's not exactly standard. It's similar to some other YEEZY boxes out there. It's different than a foam runner. It's different than a pair of YEEZY slides. It says foam on the top. It says YEEZY 450 Slud right there on the front. And it says made by Adidas. Same thing on the other side. It's a drawer box. And the official colorway of this shoe is cream, cream, cream. Alright. It doesn't look cream. This looks like a yellow. Design-wise, these are pretty wild, and I think that's something that the YEEZY team is really good at creating, just really wild, ridiculous looking things. This looks like it may fall apart after a couple wears because these, I don't know, these tendrils on the top of the slide are so thin, but I'll be interested to see what happens. One thing I will say about the end of the Adidas and Kanye era is that they released some pretty insane stuff, like pretty wild stuff that I don't think any other brand would have been brave enough to drop. And so I will say I am gonna miss that. I am gonna miss reviewing some crazy looking shoes. And this may be the last pair of new Yeezys that I ever review. It's possible. At least Adidas Yeezys. So could be the end of an era. But I'm excited to wear these for a couple days and find out whether these are any good. But I did want to get some other people's opinions on these shoes because I feel like they're going to be a very polarizing silhouette. So I took them to the Apothecary Office to see what some of the people who work for Apothecary think.
A pair of shoes for you to check out.
For me, gift?
No, but you might like it.
I guessed it right.
Yeah, you did guess it right.
It's a pair of shoes to show you guys for the Apothecary vlog that I know that you're going to be stoked on. I'm not going to give you any hints.
These slippers. Cool. I wanted to buy these at SneakerCon. Where'd you go?
Just Goat.
How much were they?
Like $250, and that was with instant
They were like
shipping.
100 though, right? Retail?
I think so. I haven't tried them on yet. You want to try them on? Oh, are those the new Apothecary upcoming no shows?
Pretty sweet.
They feel good?
They look cool.
You want to try on?
It's long.
Yeah, size 9. Yeah, do you want to try it
on? Those, I wear a 10.
Try these on and compare.
Like I could probably go 8 in this. This one I have a 10. This one seems tight.
So which one, in terms of style and comfort, do you like better?
Easier to wear, but this is pretty sweet.
Did you say easier to wear?
No, but I did.
Would you wear this?
Yeah, I would.
The Adidas YEEZY 450 slide officially releases on August 2nd for a retail price of $110, which I've got to be honest, seems like a lot of money for a pair of slides. The standard YEEZY slides retail for $60, and this one's almost double that price at $110. And it seems like it's a very similar construction. I mean, other than the aesthetics and the visuals, it's still just a one-piece EVA foam construction. Now, I'm not going to get into all the Kanye and Adidas drama for the last couple years. You guys probably already know all there is to know about that. Because of all of that, it seems like Adidas is finally releasing all of their remaining YEEZY stock and donating a portion of the profits to charity. Based on reports from around the internet, it seems like after the Kanye West and Adidas split, Adidas was stuck sitting on hundreds of thousands of pairs of unreleased Yeezys, and apparently this is one of those pairs. And now in 2023, almost a year after all of this went down, they're finally releasing it to the public. And personally, this is a shoe that I thought we might never get, and it's one that I was honestly pretty excited about because of how insane it looks. I love insane looking sneakers, and up until recently, Kanye West and Adidas were the people that you'd go to for the most crazy and insane design. It's ugly. I'm not gonna lie, but I like this shoe because of how crazy it is, because of the fact that no one else is gonna be wearing something like this unless they have a pair of Yeezys like this.
Hey Josh, what do you think of these?
Have you seen them before?
Nah, just
the first time ever?
yeah.
Like in your life?
I feel like I haven't. These are cool.
Is that your honest opinion?
Yeah, I mean like they're very Kanye.
Oh nice, got the Apothecary mids on, looking fresh.
I feel like they're not as comfy as
Like the regular YEEZY slides?
yeah. They do look kind of cool, but like.
Does your video though that you have your dogs out? Well,
It's not free for people on the internet.
free for us.
I mean, these are cool.
We don't have a choice.
If I got them for free, I would keep them. I feel like I would wear these with no socks at the beach, but then like my tan would be crazy on my feet. And if I forget sunscreen, yeah,
That's a lot.
I'll get that for one time.
How much are the slides?
60?
Really?
Yeah,
Cool.
dude, I agree with the tan, dude. That would be crazy. Plus the shadow in here too is nuts. You see that in
I
there?
like them. I would buy them.
Would you buy them from me?
Retail?
Nah.
But
No.
they're worn. Like,
Oh wow, okay, so yeah, a little bit less of retail now, huh?
At SneakerCon, I wanted to buy them. I don't know if it was in the video or not.
What would you say?
But they were charging like what, 450, 500?
Yeah, it was insane.
So the official colorway of this shoe is cream, which I thought was kind of interesting because it's more of like a banana yellow color than a cream color. But hey, it is what it is. The entire exterior of this foam shoe comes with the same sort of rough texture that you find in the Yeezy slides. However, unlike the Yeezy slides, the entire interior of the shoe, especially on the footbed, is very, very smooth. Debossed into the footbed, you've got the Adidas 3 Stripes logo with the Adidas wording, and then debossed into the arch area of the footbed, you've got the words 450 slide, you've got your size, in my case it's a 9 US, and then you've also got made in China. As you could probably guess from the name of this shoe is inspired by the Yeezy 450. It features a lot of the same design cues that shoe has, however that shoe is not a slide. And what's interesting about this shoe is that it seems like the Yeezy design team turned that sort of dinosaur look on the Yeezy 450s up to 11 with this shoe. Like it literally looks like you're looking at a dinosaur bone. And I think some people are gonna love this organic look and other people are gonna absolutely hate it. And I totally get that. It's sort of got this tryptophobia vibe on the top of the shoe, which I think might ick some people out. And it kind of looks like a spider. I don't know, it's kind of a weird look, but either way, it's unique and it's not like anything else on the market.
What would I rate it out of 10? 7?
Okay, well, it'd be like a 10 shoe for you.
A 10 slide, like, are we just rating slides?
Okay, 10 slide.
A 10 slide is probably what I wore yesterday, my Dior slides.
Oh, those are nice.
Oh no, maybe like a 4.
Oh, wow.
I don't know what a 10 slide is, but like the Salehi Croc slides,
Ooh.
I like those way better.
Those are nice. I like those too.
These are more a hot take, but I don't really like the Salehi slides.
Wow.
I like the Salehi Crocs.
Oh yeah, I like
For
this
me,
too.
but I like to look at them.
I feel you on that. That's fair. Okay, so I'm about to film an on foot of these for the video. Which pair of the upcoming Turkish rug socks do you think would work the best? That's what I was thinking too, actually.
That's like the boring answer.
Guys, if you want to grab any of these socks, they're available this Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern Time on Apothecary.com. One of my favorite collections ever.
This might be it.
That might be it, dude. That's a good combo.
You get that cream here with the cream there. This might be it.
That's a good combo.
Let me try this one.
Yeah,
This
do
is
that
for me.
one.
Ask Josh.
Let me see this one real quick. Come on.
That one's good too.
That's not bad.
That works too.
Okay. Josh, which one of these Turkish rug socks that are coming out this Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern Time on Apothecary.com is your favorite?
I kind of overheard you. I feel like this is the easy choice.
Right. Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad. Okay, so we've got the brand new Yeezy 450 slides. I'm gonna try them on for the first time. I came in my my Yeezy regular slides because I wanted to compare and contrast. So let's throw these guys on for the first time. It's been tough. I've had these for 2 or 3 hours and I haven't tried them on yet. Ooh. What do you think about the on foot look?
I like it. I actually really like them.
Really? Like more than the regular Yeezy slides?
Yeah.
Really?
Me, but I like weird things.
Fair enough.
So I've been wearing these slides for a while at this point, and I've compared them to the other Yeezy slides, the original Yeezy slides, and I definitely think there is something really nice about these shoes. Not only do they look insane, I mean they're obviously based on the Yeezy 450 as you can see from the outsole of the shoe, and they've got that same sort of Yeezy 450 midsole, but they're also very comfortable on foot. As you probably could have guessed, the foam used in the original Yeezy slides seems to be the same exact foam used in the Yeezy 450 slides. Because of the shape of the shoe, it does feel slightly different underfoot. As I mentioned, you do kind of feel these gaps and these bumps underneath your feet in this shoe versus this where you just feel kind of a soft foam underneath your foot. And I'll be honest, that was something that kind of bothered me initially about this shoe, but the more that I wore it, the more that I got used to it, and the more that I just appreciated the comfort of this shoe.
I mean, they definitely feel, they're bigger, like 100%. And they're like, the footbed is really soft. Or not soft, smooth.
It's not, yeah, it's not grippy like that.
Yeah, so my foot slides out of it really easily. It's actually gonna be better for socks. I feel like it won't like pull on the socks as much. But I mean, it feels soft. Like I would say as soft as the Yeezy slides. I feel like the upper is more breathable, which is good.
Now overall, it doesn't seem like there's as much foam in the midsole of this shoe as there is in the original Yeezy slides, and because of that, there's just not as much padding in this shoe, but it's still an incredibly comfortable shoe underfoot. The foam does feel very similar to the original Yeezy slides, and I mean, comfort-wise, it honestly is a pretty similar experience.
It's long, right? It's bigger. It fits
long.
bigger. You
And
just
there's, like,
size down if you
bump.
want.
That's true. Yeah, I definitely think you could size down. And you can feel the ridges in the outsole, which is kind of weird.
Like it's true to size or size down.
Yeah, definitely. Do you have wide feet or no?
Yeah, mine are wide.
Did you feel like it was wide foot friendly?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I think I could have. Do they have half sizes? I could have
Probably
half
not.
down.
Definitely go half size down if you can. Or I guess true to size is fine if you're like just kind of chilling. Like I wouldn't run in these. I wouldn't run in these though.
When it comes to sizing, with the original Yeezy slide, I usually went true to size or maybe even up half a size. With the 450s, I feel like they fit really, really big. They're more wide foot friendly than the original Yeezy slides, but they definitely feel like they're much larger on foot. I probably would have gone down maybe a half size or a whole size with this shoe just because it felt like I was wearing a boat on my foot. I mean, the footbed in the 450s is much smoother than the footbed in the Yeezy slide, so you do literally slide around more in this shoe than in this shoe. And that can become a problem when this shoe is too large for you. So I would suggest suggest if you're grabbing a pair of 450 slides, maybe go down half a size or maybe even a whole size, unless you have a really wide foot, then maybe go true to size. But I personally wish I had gone down to like an 8.5 or an 8. Now I'll be honest, I'm not exactly sure if there's half sizes in this shoe. I would hope that there are, but I don't know for sure. Unfortunately, no half sizes. So if you want to grab a pair of the 450 slides, in my opinion, unfortunately, there are no half sizes in the 450 slides. So if you want to grab a pair of these, I personally would have gone down a full size. Maybe for you it's something different. Again, if you have wider feet, you might be fine going true to size. But even my friend Osman, who has wider feet, he even said he'd grab a size 8 in these. He's like a size 9, 9.5. So I feel like that's reasonable advice, and that's what I would suggest. If you're grabbing a pair of these, go down to size. I mean, it's similar to Crocs. Like every pair of Crocs slides and just Crocs in general fit big.
So aesthetically, which one do you prefer? Soft
Those.
visuals.
The
Really?
new ones.
Wow. Is it because I'm wearing the brand new Apothecary Turkish
Yes.
rug socks that drop officially this Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern time?
Yep,
Okay, fair enough. I completely agree. And they go good with these socks too.
they do.
I mean, I like them. I definitely think I prefer these visually.
That's the only color.
This is the only color that's shopping right now. I don't know if they made more or not, but
Are they taller too? Right?
I don't know.
No?
They feel pretty. These feel nice and snug. I like the snugness, but these feel a lot more airy. Like better for like Josh was saying earlier, for like the summer going to the beach and stuff. I don't know if they're taller. I can't really. There's more flex in
It
this.
looks taller, but no, the old
I
ones
guess it
look
is.
taller. More flex than the old ones.
Not like
I can see the
softness.
compression on your foot when
Oh
you're-
really? Oh, in the old ones?
in the old ones. Look, your foot's almost dragging. Actually,
With these ones though, the one thing I can feel a lot is like any of the gaps in between here, like in the heel, I can feel that sort of drop. Here I can feel this bump, which I don't really love. Feels like there's a bump in my forefoot. But I mean, it's not bad. I don't mind it. It's like wild looking. I think I'm excited to rock these just because they're crazy.
Now the major difference between these two slides is obviously the part that goes across the top of your foot, or I guess the strap area. On the YEEZY 450 slides, they feature a very skeletal construction, which I'll be honest, I don't know how long this is gonna last because the foam is so thin in these areas. And then of course on the original YEEZY slides, it's just one thin piece of foam. Now I will say that comfort-wise, I think the original YEEZY slides I prefer because they hold your foot in place a little bit better. However, the YEEZY 450 slides are noticeably more breathable because obviously they allow for a lot more airflow. Visually, I absolutely prefer the original YEEZY slides. They're a much cleaner look in my opinion. They're much more minimalistic. I love the way that these look, and they still look unique. The 450s, I think, are more of a, what are those kind of sneakers? Like a, what are those?
They are my Crocs.
What are you wearing kind of look. And if you're into that, like I am, then great. But it's not a shoe that I'd throw on just to kind of have a low-key fit. So I guess if I'm comparing these one-to-one in terms of comfort, I would probably give the edge to the original YEEZY slides. They're a little bit softer underfoot. There's not as many weird bumps underneath your foot that you can feel. In fact, there's not really any. And in my opinion, the strap holds you in place better than the 450 slides. It's still very breathable. It's still a slide. It's not as breathable as the 450s, but it's not enough to where I feel like the shoe has the edge over this shoe. The outsole of the shoe features the same traction pattern that you find on the original 450s. Obviously, I've worn my pair a decent amount. It gets very dirty very quickly because it's such a light color. The one difference between this shoe and the 450s is that the 450s actually have a separate rubber panel on the outsole of the shoe. This one is just straight foam. So I guess we'll have to wait and see how well it wears over time. But if you look at the YEEZY slides, I've worn these every day for 2 years and they still have some life in them. They are definitely worn down, but it's not that bad. So I think the EVA foam is more durable than a lot of people think. And that gives me hope for the upper of the shoe because these tendril things are so thin, it keeps making me think I'm just gonna break it by walking in it, which I don't think is the case, but it does freak me out a little bit. In terms of pricing, I think the YEEZY 450 is too expensive, but at the same time, you can't really grab a pair of YEEZY slides for less than $100 because they're so hyped up. I don't know if the hype on this shoe will be as crazy as the hype on this shoe. I'm assuming that it won't be because of how it looks, but you never know. With that being said though, I do actually really like this slide a lot. It's very comfortable underfoot, it's very unique, and I love the design language on it. It's wild. Are you gonna grab a pair of these? Let me know in the comments.